Welcome to Play It Today, your personal keyboard tutor for what we hope will be a very enjoyable and rewarding series of lessons. Whether you're just starting out, midway through piano lessons, or simply hoping to pick up again where you left off, we think you'll find Play It Today the perfect teacher. That's because our taped lessons not only let you learn in your own time and assess your progress at every stage, they also give you the chance to play real music along with other musicians whenever you want to. We begin very simply with the basic techniques that every keyboard musician needs to know, like which keys are which and how to sit properly. Along the way, we'll be giving you plenty of hints and tips and referring you to the music and diagrams in the accompanying lesson booklet. Then we get you playing, starting with just 3 fingers in lesson 1, left and right hands separately in lesson 2, and both hands together in lesson 3. Every lesson contains practice exercises like these, which you hear before you play so you know how they should sound. Sometimes we'll even include sections played badly to help you avoid the kinds of mistakes that can lead to bad habits later on. After you've heard an exercise, stop the tape and practice it until you think you've got it sounding right. Then, when you're ready, simply play back the tape to check before moving on to the next stage. After each series of exercises, there'll be a tune to learn which incorporates everything you've practiced so far. Again, we'll play this through for you first, so you can hear how it should sound. But this time, instead of just your part, there'll be an accompaniment of professional musicians as well. Here's an example, a piece called On the River, which you'll be coming to in lesson 4. You'll find the opening bars written down on page 7 of your introductory booklet. After you've heard one of these accompanied tunes, we'll ask you to stop the tape again and practice the part you play yourself, using the sheet music in your lesson booklet. It's worth taking your time over this and replaying the tape at intervals so you can keep a check on your progress. When you're happy that you've mastered the tune, carry on listening to the taped lesson and you'll hear the tune played again, this time with the backing track only, so that you can play your part along with the musicians on the tape. Here's a snippet from the backing track for On the River, which you've just heard. This is the really fun part of the lesson, and you'll be surprised how quickly you get used to it. Playing with other musicians in this way can help you learn too, especially about things like rhythm and timing, which are hard to pick up from written music alone. You can hear what we mean now, as you listen to some of Calamity Jane, a piece with a much more lively beat from lesson 7, in which timing is all important. The music's on page 8 of your introductory booklet. Another great feature of the Play It Today course is that it covers all styles of music, not just traditional practice pieces. The week after you've learnt Calamity Jane, there's the chance to play an orchestral classic, Tchaikovsky's Swan, which we've arranged specially for a piano and backing group. Page 9 of your booklet shows the music. And in Lesson 11, you'll come across a tune called Franoise that's been composed specially to help you practice playing in a staccato or clipped style. The music's on page 10 of your booklet. By Lesson 20, your playing and music reading skills will have developed to the stage where you're ready to tackle solo piano pieces by the great composers. This one, Minuet in F, is by Mozart. Page 11 shows the music. As any musician will tell you, learning a keyboard instrument takes time and, even more important, practice. So this might be the time to remind you that unless you use Play It Today as it's meant to be used and practice regularly, you can't expect to make real progress. In other words, you'll get precisely as much out of the course as you're prepared to put in. But having said that, the beauty of the Play It Today course is that it not only makes practicing more fun, it also lets you fit in your lessons whenever you've got time to spare. And although the course is complete in 40 weeks, no one's to say you can't take longer over it if you want to. Either way, your time and effort won't be wasted. By Lesson 34, for example, you'll be weaving your way through the subtle Latin rhythms of sambando, shown on page 12 of your booklet. And in Lesson 36, there's Blues in G, the sort of classic 12-bar blues on which a lot of modern rock and jazz is based. Have a look at page 13 of your booklet, and you can see some of the music for the next of our samples from the course, a marvellous piece of keyboard music by the 18th century Italian composer Marcelo. It may look difficult now, but things will be very different by the time you meet it again in Lesson 37. Of course, there may be times when things don't go too well, and you'll find yourself tempted to give up. But our advice is, don't. Playing keyboards is one of the most enjoyable skills it's possible to learn. And following the Play It Today course through to the end will give you the chance to reach a stage where your playing sounds polished and professional. As a final example of just how far Play It Today can take you, we've selected a piece called Princess from Lesson 39. This adds yet another dimension to your musical repertoire, the opportunity to improvise along with your personal backing group. And as you listen to it now, remember, before long, you too could be sounding as good as this.